Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Getting ready for crazy HMC Inc. style demo day 2020. Letting some people stroll in. Scrolling in is the virtual equivalent of strolling in. So as you can see, if you haven't been on this platform before, there's a lot of tables around that might be covered by my face right now, but when the presentation's over, you'll be able to double click on seats to go around to different tables. All of the 33 companies here presenting have their own table, plus there's just some extra tables for milling about. And there's 2 floors. So on the left there, you'll see once my picture goes away, there's a little 1 and a 2. First floor is for younger alum companies from 2017, class of 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. And the second floor is older alums. So we won't talk about how old, but 2016 and earlier graduates. I don't know if Gary can join me up here. How does this thing work? Can you get on the stage?
Well, I think I'm on the stage, Josh. I want to welcome everyone to this event this year. This has been a real experiment, and I wasn't much involved in it compared to Josh Jones, who set it all up, found Remo, did most of the promotion and the like, and so all of us owe him a big debt of thanks. It's been a strange year for me, being the first year that I haven't been teaching at the college. I kind of wish I could contribute to the problems they're having over there, trying to get the lectures out and the like. And I remind all of you that are connected to the college to support them through this difficult year, because there's been quite a financial strain and stress level strain on the teaching staff and on the, of course, people that are furloughed and the like. So our hearts go out to all of them, and let's try to find a way in future years to build the college back to the strength that most of you knew when you were students there, if you're a Harvey Mudd alum. This is a very exciting prospect. I haven't seen all of the pitch decks yet, so I'll see most of them today, but I'm so glad to see that in this time of doing things differently, that we still manage to get some good ideas out there. And we'll manage to fund them and see how far we can push this going forward. So again, welcome to all of you, and thank you all for coming, and thank you especially for supporting HMC INQ and the Entrepreneurial Network and the college, and in particular this courageous effort by Josh Jones, in between buying airlines and building gondolas, keeping the HMC INQ alive is something that I'm glad he's been able to do. So I'll turn this back to you now, Josh.
My specialty. Thank you, Professor Evans. Now I'm going to share that screen again, see if that works for a little welcome presentation, explain things a little more. All right, that's Gary and the guy who helped start the whole HMC EN way back in the day, Mac Gilkison. So Harvey Mudd College, first I'm going to tell you a little bit about it by the numbers. 65. That is how many years old Harvey Mudd is. 387. That's how many miles away Harvey Mudd is from San Francisco. 210. That's how many people graduated from Harvey Mudd. It's a small school in Claremont with the other 4 Claremont colleges. 1. That is the rank that Harvey Mudd is rated for return on investment. As in, people who go to Harvey Mudd, it's a good bang for your buck. 1, that number is how expensive Harvey Mudd is ranked. I think we might be number 2 or 3 now, but it's close. But as investors know, it's actually good that you can allocate a lot of capital to something that's a good ROI. So all for it. 120,000 is the average median starting salary of a CS graduate from Harvey Mudd, I think last year. And 190 million is the number of dollars that Ink Tank sold for back in 2014. It was a spinoff of DreamHouse, which was co-founded by a bunch of Harvey Mudders. So some more numbers, 350 million is the number of dollars that Ad Colony sold for, I believe in 2016, with the Harvey Mudd co-founder. 550 million. The amount of dollars that Heptio sold for in 2018 or 19, Harvey Mudd co-founder. 600 million. The number of dollars Instamed sold for, also 2019, I believe. 7,500,000,000. The number of dollars that GitHub sold for to Microsoft, I think 2017, 18, something like that. So for such a tiny school, I think that there's been a outsized effect of venture investment opportunity. And 5, a special number. We've now multiplied that power by 5 because like this year, thanks to coronavirus and everything, I decided to go, virtual. And I figured why not expand it and scale it up to the rest of the Claremont colleges. So everything I just said times 5 or more. 33. That is the number of companies here today. Here's all their logos. That was kind of fun to put together and difficult. So how do you get to see them? Oh yeah, I'll talk about that first in a second. But first, let me tell you about Harvey's Angels also, a thing that we do. HMC Inc. is for really early stage and seed investing, first check into a lot of these companies and helping nurture them. Harvey's Angels is for following on later stage deals and accredited investors, only sort of basically a mailing list on a deal by deal basis for companies related to Harvey Mudd and our network. And some recent deals we did, as Gary was alluding to, we bought a airline in Alaska a couple of months ago out of bankruptcy, and it's about to start flying on Tuesday. That was a crazy deal. That was fun. Right now we're doing another deal for a company called Protected, which is an antivirus company, and do about 4 or 5 deals a year. This is the URL for that, hmcinc.com/HA. You can also email me if you're interested at all about Harvey's Angels or helping out with HMC Inc. or anything. And now, for today, if you go to this URL, I recommend going there now in another tab if you haven't already, if you didn't get the email, and then entering your email, and you'll get an email link to log in. And this will give you a list of all 33 companies presenting today with a little summary of them, a link to email the founders, and a 1-minute pitch video for you to watch so that you can figure out, because there are too many companies and we're trying to be efficient here, we're not going to play all their videos for you. This is it. After this, it's pretty much a cocktail party. Go around from table to table, figure out the interface, and talk to people. So $1 million. This is the fun part for today. You're getting, everyone who goes to that hmcinc.com/guide gets $1 million in checks to allocate to companies virtually. It's not real investment, unfortunately, unless you want it to be. So you get 4 checks. You have to use all 4 for any of them to count. Don't try and game me, people. So you get 4 checks to give out. You get a $500K check, a $250K check, and 225K checks. Only the companies that have indicated they're actually actively raising, which is about half of them, you can actually click the button to give them a check. And oh yeah, not all the companies are raising. Some of them are very early. Some are looking for co-founders. Some just want customers. They don't need money. But anyway, go around and check everybody out. So then at 1:30, you have to allocate your checks by 1:30, like programmatic. Any checks that are, if you don't have all 4 checks placed by 1:30, none of your checks will count. But then we just sum up the total amount of checks, total sum of the values of the checks, and we will be investing $50,000 into the company that gets the most checks, 25,000 into the company that gets the second most checks. But that's not all. Attendees can win money. So here's the really fun part for you guys. You get to win money by being the best investor. Best investor in this case is defined as amount of money you invested in companies times total amount of money they received from everyone, all summed up. So if you put your 500K check into the company that got the most investment, your 250K check into the company that got the second most investment, and your 125 and 125K checks in the companies that got the third and fourth most investment, you win the grand prize. If there's a tie, then we'll split it among all the ties. And runner-up gets 3K, and then contrarian award is the person who gets the lowest score. So you put a 500K check in a company that got the least investment, 250K check in the second least investment probably, and so on. And that's it. Let's get started. But I almost forgot. We can't start do a HMC INQ demo day without the HMC INQ theme song. So here we go. Everybody sing along at home. If you ever find yourself in a company, oh, there we go. I'm causing you confusion. If you ever find yourself lost in a line you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of, for we are called to help our enemy. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you. Like 4, 3, 2, you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. If you're tossing and you're touching and you can't find Mark to sleep, I'll sing your song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Oh, find out what we're feeling, and we are called to help our friends in need. It's the whole song. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3. Everybody at home, I can't hear you, but I feel you. And I know when I need it, I can count on you. Like 4, 3, 2, you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. You'll always have my shoulder, please don't cry. I'm never going go past my sacred die. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you. Like 5 and 2, you'll be there. That's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, you can count on me, 'cause I will count on you. For the 5 C's. All right, that's all. Let's get started. Mill around. Don't forget to go to guide, etc. Thank you. 1:30. Got to get your checks in by 1:30. Yeah. Boot. Hello. Everyone's got their votes in. It's not taking any more. Time to calculate, tabulate, procrastinate. Give me a second. Making the winners thing work. Let's see. Sorry. Everyone hang tight. Hang tight. Da, da, da. And I'm just making a little presentation. I already know who won. I even know who won the random one. Just give me a second. This is exciting. Or is it? Okay. And let me add some text to this. Just watch me work, everybody. Singing a song. Do, 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 do. Almost. I couldn't do this till 1:30, sorry. I'm typing, does it sound like I'm typing your name? Can you recognize? Maybe I am. Maybe I'm typing someone else's name. This is live. This is like Twitch. Oh, yeah. This is the best, the worst investor, but I'm sure they did it on purpose. So they're actually the best game theorist in this whole party. And all right. Dun, dun, dun. Gonna share my screen in a way that makes you not see ahead. Ready? Everybody ready? Drum roll. Chrome tab, share, go, present. Assuming my script is correct, that tabulates things, and I will be going back afterwards to check for any suspicious behavior before we settle the final thing. These are subject to change, but for now, preliminarily speaking, the winners, and there's other investments to be had, but this is just for today's demo day winners. First, from the group, you all win. We're all winners. No, this was just for me to get the logos easily, but there was everybody. Here we go. Runner-up, 25K investment with $6 million allocated. Woo! Too bad you're only getting 25K. Is Cav Helmets. Woo! Good job, Whitman, etc. Woo, 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 woo. All right. Now, the grand prize. I assume I'm doing this in a good order. 50K actual investment with 19,375,000. It's like a C. Winner by long shot. This guy, what logo is this? Mystery. It's Thea Health. Woo! Congratulations, Harry, everybody. All right. Now for the fun stuff. The lucky. Be lucky than good. I ran the script. This is what it gave me. I'm pretty sure it did it right and random. It can't be one of the people who already won. That was already calculated in the script. 15K goes to Live Your Best Life Records. Woo! Lucky guys. All right. Way to go, Kay and Ralph. Ho, ho, ho. Nice. Way to go, random number generators. Now, savvy investor time. The attendee with the second best portfolio, which there's not really a number. I mean, it's like how many thousands you allocated times how many thousands everyone else allocated, summed up. So it's not really like a number. I mean, it's a number, but it doesn't mean anything. Second, yes, the runner-up, $3,000 to be Venmo'd at a later date. Raymond Fong, woo! Good job, Raymond Fong. He is also a mentor, so I'm happy for him. Thank you, thank you. Way to stick around. And beating him out by just a tiny bit. Grand prize, $5,000 to be Venmo'd from me personally. Peter Krebs, woo! From dbopartners.com. A little bit extra money to invest. And now, the most fun prize of them all, Contrarian. Who invested the least like anyone else, which can be good. In fact, usually is good. So you get $2,000, which I know you're gonna be able to turn into $50,000 with your contrarian style, Mr. Arjun Nattarajan. Yay! Woo! I got your emails. I will be Venmoing you soon, or PayPal or crypto, whatever you prefer. Hit me up if you don't hear from me by next week. Wow, that was fun. So this is going to still keep going. Everybody hang out. Thanks for joining us. Keep in touch. Have a good weekend, Halloween, investments, portfolio, life, etc. Thank you. Thank you. Woo!